Hey. Yes, this video is filmed on the same day you saw the video that's just now been uploaded. Well, by the time this is filmed, it's been a few hours since it's been uploaded. I kind of want to talk about how I created the show Carnage. And a few of my non-social media having friends, they've been asking me how I created the show, and I was like, I always gave them like the short version of this answer, so I was like, you know what, I might as well talk about it on here. Now I'm pretty sure that there's a video on Eric's channel, which will be in the description. We did like the Carnage season 1 cast and crew interview. It was like a 4-parter, so I pretty much I'm gonna give the same answer on here as I did in the video. So it kind of started. Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. It went. I did say in the video that I got inspired by McJuggernuggets, who did the Psycho series, which I didn't know it was fake until I saw the finale. I'm still traumatized about that, by the way. So that part actually did inspire me to make my own series. And here's another fun fact for all of you out there. I guess the extra boost of me wanting to make the show, of me making Carnage altogether, was when I was in the 11th grade, my junior year in high school, where I had, side note, why I had one of the best, awesomest drama teachers out there. Mr. Forrest, huge shout out to you. Yeah, now I'm not gonna lie, Mr. Forrest is actually one of the coolest drama teachers I had in high school. Now, I didn't take drama class like when I started high school. Like I didn't have drama class in 9th grade and 10th grade. Don't know why. I could have made a lot more friends. But yeah, I guess I started when I was like in the 8th grade. in my junior year in high school, like I said, Mr. Forrest. Real quick, I want to give him a shout out because he's really awesome and cool. Mr. Forrest, if you're watching this, because I know you are, and I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that this video showed up on your for you page on YouTube. I don't know, and plus I tagged you in this video, so so me being in Mr. Forrest's class in my junior year in high school, that gave me the extra boost in confidence to make my own show. And I gotta give him props for that. He actually helped me and he didn't know that. Well, he knows now. So thanks, Mr. Forrest. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate being in your class when I was like a junior in high school. I really appreciate it, man. And I also want to thank you for being my teacher. Being my drama teacher. I really enjoy being a student. So, and then I didn't started the show. That gave me an extra boost, but I didn't start right away. I still had to do like some careful planning of, okay, who should be the perfect cast for the show I'm thinking of, and and how I want it to be. And that's when, the same year I was in Mr. Forrest's class, I met Josh. You guys know the story of how me and Josh met. Quick flashback, or a quick recap. Me and Josh met when I was a junior and he was a freshman. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I became friends with someone who was 2 grades below me. I was gonna say above. I don't know. And then at first I didn't like Josh I don't know. Honestly, I forgot the real reason why. But over time, me and him started talking, and we ended up being friends. So And we still talk to this day. Don't think that we don't talk at all anymore. We still do. So I keep tabs on him from time to time, like anytime. So Josh, if you get a chance to watch this, he said it to you, man. And then once I met him, I was like, huh. This guy could be the perfect one for. Because this guy could be the perfect, character for my show. And then I didn't know, and I think I mentioned this too in my How I Met Them series of how I met Eric. I didn't meet Eric the same year I met Josh. Around the same time frame I met Josh. I met him I met Eric in my senior year in high school. I know, a whole year later. And then, quick flashback. I may probably mention this in my How I Met Them series, but I actually have seen Josh hanging out with someone, but I didn't know that was Eric. I did not know that was him. I thought it was some man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I thought, because at the time when I first met Josh, around the time I started becoming his friend, I thought Josh was hanging out with a girl, because Eric at the time had long hair, like super long hair. If you watch any of Eric's old videos, you'll know he had long hair. Sorry for putting you out on blast like that, Eric. So I was like, dang, Josh is hanging out with a girl? Holy shit. And then, I kid you not, and Eric actually made a vlog about this. I think it was called Stupid Stuff number 4, I think it was. Eric, if I'm right about that, let me know in the comments. That was literally filmed the same day I met him. So, so Josh was over at my house one day, because I invited him over, because Josh is a good friend, and he still is. He was like, hey, Eric lives in the same neighborhood as you do, just a few houses down. You want to go meet him? Because Josh, at that time, he was hanging out with Eric, and I think Josh was thinking to himself, oh, I don't think Montel has met Eric, so I'm going to go quickly to his house and ask if it's okay with him, and then we'll go there. And I was like, yeah, sure, I don't mind. And I kid you not, I walked in and I saw Eric and I was like, and I put 2 and 2 together and I was like, oh. So yes, for some reason, I thought Eric was a girl. To be fair, Eric had that very long hair, to the middle of his back. I thought Eric was a girl. I thought. But I was like, and I put 2 and 2 together when I saw Eric's face and I saw the length of his hair and I was like, oh. Yeah, I felt bad because I was like, oh, so Eric's not a girl. I mean, look, there's nothing wrong with being friends with a girl. Hey, this was back in 2017, okay? So, my mind was so somewhere else. And plus, I didn't know that Eric lived in the same neighborhood as I did at the time, because he moved, a long time ago. I'm not going to say where, because privacy reasons. I said private reasons, not pirate reasons. Anyway, for private reasons, I'm not going to say where he's at now and where he used to live at. So anyway, and like I said, I was putting 2 and 2 together. I was like, oh, so this is Eric I've been hearing so much about. And I think around that same time frame too, that's when I met Alex. In my How I Met Them series, I keep bringing it up, I know. I mentioned I met Alex one day because Eric invited me over. He was like, hey, you want to come over and hang out? And I was like, yeah, sure. I think he invited me to stay the night or whatever. And Alex was there, and I was like, oh, who's this other dude? Because I know Josh, and at this point, I'm pretty familiar with Eric now. At that point, and I was like, oh, who's this other dude? I don't know him. And I'm not, Alex, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. But I thought you were a drug dealer. I'm not lying. Yeah, the first moment I saw him, I was like, "Is this a drug dealer?" And I immediately didn't like him, and I was like, "Oh shit." I apologize if you're finding out about this now, but that's what I thought. But and this is coming from the same guy who thought Eric was a girl. So anyway, we got to know each other more, and we all ended up being friends. And who keeps? That's my phone. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go. This video will be uploaded sometime later on this month. So with that said, catch you guys later. Take care. And that's how actually I'm gonna make a part 2. So.